Hi, welcome to Moving Beyond. I'm Robert Spencer. I want to talk with you today about something I like to call vital longevity. Now, vital longevity means having a long life, but a vital life. And I don't know anybody who would desire the opposite of that. The ancient Greeks even had a myth about it. It was the myth of Eos and Tithonus.
Eos was the goddess of the dawn. In Roman mythology, her name was Aurora, and she fell madly in love with a very handsome young prince of Troy named Tithonus. And she took him into the celestial realm, and they had a very good time for quite a while. But she despaired because she realized she was immortal and he was going to die sometime. So she went to Zeus and pleaded for Zeus to grant immortality to Tithonus. And in one of history's first lessons about being careful what you ask for, he did that. But Eos had forgotten to ask Zeus for eternal youth for Tithonus. And they had a very good time for a while, and then he began to show signs of aging, and he got more and more decrepit and declined more and more. But it didn't matter. He was now immortal. He could not die. If he had an accident, if he had an illness, even a failure of a major organ system, he could not die. So he eventually deteriorated to a point that he became this little chirping mass which she locked away and finally got rid of him altogether by turning him into a grasshopper.
So we don't want an outcome like that, a long, long life that's just nothing but difficulties. So it means that we want to stay young at any age, and that our internal experience and our vibrancy in life, our vitality is maintained no matter how many years go by on the calendar. Now, to do this requires four basic things. One is an active body. Two, a healthy mind. Three, a strong, flexible brain. And four, an enjoyable, engaged life. Now this fall here in Boise, Idaho, I want to have a one-semester class in vital longevity. But this video isn't a commercial announcement for that. That'll come later in a different way. But I want to set the stage for talking about this topic and how it might be approached. I've done a lot of reading on this subject. Having two parents who died with Alzheimer's will give you that motivation. But I've discovered a couple of very important things in the process. Number one, there's no such thing as immortality. We're all going to die, and that's that. Number two is that there's no such thing as immunity either. There are people who eat perfect diets through their whole lives, and they still get cancer. There are marathon runners that drop dead from heart attacks. You don't get to be immune no matter what you do. But we can set the odds a little more in our favor, and that, I believe, is worth doing. So how we're going to do that here in Boise, and you could find some version of this maybe where you live, is we're going to start each weekly session with a Feldenkrais lesson. And I think the Feldenkrais lessons are tremendously accurate and powerful pathways into an active body and a strong, flexible brain. So our class starts each session with the Feldenkrais lesson, and then the second phase will involve other elements to put the odds in our favor. These are memory work, mental agility, and life processes or practices. Those lead towards the healthy mind and the enjoyable, engaged life. So I want to conclude today's video with a mental agility game, and I'll put this on the screen. And I get this courtesy of Dr. Dharma Singh Khalsa, and what he has called the Better Memory Kit. And it's really a very, very fun collection of works with puzzles and games and tests and information. It's worth getting. So thanks to him for letting us borrow this. So when you play this game, it's meant to challenge various parts of your brain to learn how to coordinate with each other. And that's not necessarily easy. So please be very gentle with yourself. Get into it. I'll pause the video. Actually, I won't. But I'll encourage you. I'll ask you a question to do with the photo that I put on the screen. And then please pause the video here on YouTube and do what it says. See how you do, how accurate you really are, and then start the video again, and I'll give you a series of 3 questions like that, 3 tasks to do with the same photo. So you want to have fun with it, you want to be intrigued by yourself in doing it, and not worry about success or achievement. It's the activity in the process that's important. Okay, let's go do Dr. Khalsa's program here and see what happens.
The name of this game is called Figures, Colors, and Words. So your first task will be to pause the video and then read aloud the words in each shape. Read aloud the words in each shape. Then start the video again and I'll give you the second task. Your second task, after you pause the video again, will be to say the color and shape of each of the symbols. So if we had one, you might say blue oval. The third task is to pause the video and then say the name of the color of the text in each symbol. The name of the color of the text. So if we had our imaginary blue oval that had red writing in it, you would simply say red.
Alright, I hope you enjoyed our little mental agility game for today. I will send you some more of these over the course of the summer so you can have fun with those too. Now, meanwhile, I'll say so long, and like I usually do in these videos, I always give you Mr. Spock's Vulcan greeting from the Star Trek series. He says, live long and prosper, and I'm sure now you have a good idea of why I use that. Okay, goodbye.